folks, we've got a little different kind of video for you now. We are going to take you from the very north end of Siesta Key down to the south end of Siesta Key. We're just going to give you a little driving tour and point out things along the way, things that are of interest to us, things that we think might be of interest to you. Siesta Key has been voted the #1 beach in America at least twice now. Interestingly, the guy that did that, they call him Dr. Beach. So he goes around and he compiles a list every year. I kind of wish he left Siesta Key alone. It used to be quiet and laid back, and that is no longer the case. Once you get voted #1, people hear about you and they come. So we're gonna take you a ride across Siesta Key. We're gonna kind of come in from the North Bridge off of Highway 41. We are turning left on Siesta Drive right now, and we're gonna cross the Intracoastal Waterway first of all, and then go on to Bay Island for what, 500 yards? And
Not far.
And then cross over the little canal onto Siesta Key. So we're going to show you right now from Siesta Drive. We're coming up now on Osprey Avenue intersection. I don't know if you can see that little brown sign to the right under the SCAT sign there, but it says Siesta Beach, #1 beach, USA.
And they post that quite a bit.
They post that quite a bit. They're proud of that.
Yeah.
So, but it has brought a lot more people here than what we remember years ago.
Oh yeah.
But Sarasota is just a beautiful area, very mild winter climate. A lot of people from the north retire down here. A lot of people from colder areas like to vacation down here. It can be very hot in the summer, but so can all of Florida. So that's nothing new for this state in the summertime. So we're getting ready to cross the North Bridge now, and I'm mostly going to be pointing the camera straight ahead. Actually, I'll use the other camera to give you some side views as well. So this is the North Bridge going on to Siesta Key from the north side. And off to the right, you can see downtown Sarasota. The other bridge you see out there goes on Toledo Key and St. Armand's Circle. So now we are on Bay Island, which doesn't last long.
There's a sign for you.
Yeah, there to the right, gateway to Siesta Key. And we will go over this little canal here that I believe is absolutely beautiful. If you look at my drone video from last year in the Sarasota area, you'll see 4 manatee. I was flying the drone over this waterway that we're about to cross now. Alright, so this little canal here that we're crossing is leaving Bay Island and going to Siesta Key. Okay, you are now on Siesta Key. Not quite at the water yet, but
There's so many pretty houses.
oh yeah.
Out through here. I like to ride a bike on the key, and going slower, you can kind of look and see all the pretty houses. They have them very well hid behind all the tropical plants and so forth and fences, but a little slower pace you can see them, and they're just beautiful.
You notice the majestic coconut palms that you start to see. You don't see coconut palms in the northern part of Florida. You have to be pretty much Bradenton. There may be a few around Tampa, Clearwater, but pretty much Bradenton south is where you start seeing those really pick up. But yeah, some of these homes, I've heard you say 1,000 times how you would just love to go see the inside of one.
Just walk through and just see what it looks like on the inside. Yeah. See the view that they have that are along the bay and stuff like that.
Now up here, the road is going to fork. To the left will be Midnight Pass Road. You can get on that and stay away from the water a little bit, and it will eventually come out down at the south end. Right before you get to the Stickney Point Bridge, Midnight Pass Road will, and it kind of runs along the Intracoastal. But we're going to stay to the right on what's called Highgall Avenue, and then we take a quick right onto Siesta Drive, or I'm sorry, Ocean Boulevard. Yeah, I said Siesta Drive there. That's what we were just on. But Ocean Boulevard. So you can see the sign there, Siesta Village, straight ahead. It does say beaches to the left. That's because Midnight Pass Road does wrap back around, but it stays off of the ocean for a while. So you just stay straight like we did, and you turn right here onto Ocean Boulevard. 2 beaches into the Siesta Village. They've installed this new roundabout here since last year.
They want you to have sleigh.
Yep. So just a beautiful tropical looking area. See that one Norfolk pine there kind of standing above all the other trees. They kind of lean funny a little bit.
They always do, yeah.
So we're coming in right now to the north end of Siesta Village, Siesta Key Village. Now what the village is it's kind of a consolidation of a lot of shops, a lot of eateries. There's a grocery store. There used to be a 7-Eleven. Unfortunately, that one's no more. What else? Ice cream parlors.
Ice cream, yeah. Just anything that you could think that you'd want at the beach.
Yeah, beach souvenir stores. The store that I had been going to growing up my whole life was Davidson Drug. It was a pharmacy, but they had a lot of beautiful. If I had a beach house, I'd go in there and shop just to get home decor stuff. They had a lot of souvenirs. Unfortunately, our last year down here was the last time we were ever going to get to go in that because they closed it.
Yeah.
After decades. I mean, since I've been coming here. And I started coming in the early 70s, so they did close down in between here and our last visit. So on the left up here, we're coming up on the Salty Dog restaurant.
Okay, hold on. There's going to be a bump here.
Yes, there are speed bumps, so bear with me on that.
Not too bad.
There's the sign, Siesta Key Village. And on the left is the old Salty Dog. There's Truist Bank. There is one convenience store up here now that the 7-Eleven's gone. It's a Circle K. Into the village now, I see some t-shirt clothing stores, custom shirts. There's the Village Cafe on the left.
They have a Kilwins ice cream.
They have a Kilwins ice cream right here. That's within the last 2 years they've opened that. Lobster Pot on the left. A lot of people like to eat there. Hub Baja Grill right here on my right. You can't see that, but a lot of people enjoy eating there as well. A lot of good Florida type restaurants. Here on the left with the green roof and the purple awning, that is the Beach Bazaar. That's a souvenir shop. All kinds of beach souvenirs. Just across from that is Olaf's homemade ice cream. It's waffle cones. They have a lot of good, cool, refreshing desserts. Here's a French cafe. It's called Bonjour Rip Fire Pizza. We like that because you can get toppings at no extra charge. They don't charge you per topping.
Your pizza.
You can customize your own pizza. Every pizza there is personal size. There on the left of the thatch shed, that's Gilligan's Island. That's where we made our singing debut a year ago on YouTube.
Our one and only singing video.
We retired shortly after.
Yeah.
The Fudge Factory. And here's where we stay, Siesta Key Beach and Resort, Beach Resort and Suites. So after you pass where we stay, you round the curve here. This is beach access number 5. We walk across the beach from our motel, or from our motel to the beach right there. So you round this curve and you start heading down towards the Siesta Public Beach, the main part, which is where all the activity is, which is why we kind of stay down here.
Yeah, it's a little bit more quiet on the beach down this way.
Yeah.
And there's several other little accesses that you can park in. As far as I know, they're still free to park at.
The public beach accesses are. Now, I've heard rumors they're going to try to start charging at the main beach parking lot. I don't know that to be the case. I know most of the, even in the village, you have to pay to park if you're not staying here.
Yeah.
So we just walk to the village.
I think they have public transportation. I think it's like a little trolley or something.
Yeah. I apologize for the jumpiness. This is not a good road. parts of it are, but it's just kind of bumpy in some places. So I hope it's smooth. I'm trying to use the camcorder with a built-in stabilizer, so hopefully that's helping. So pretty much the curve back there is exactly 1 mile from the public beach access, from the main public beach park. We're starting to come into the parking lot area for that now, so I'm going to show you a side view of that. So we're going to pull through the parking lot here of the public beach. Let you kind of see the situation there. There's a lot of parking spaces, but don't kid yourself, on a weekend it can fill up. Over here is the pavilion area, and they used to have refreshments there. I'm assuming they still do, and a couple little shops.
You know, you can rent like beach wheelchairs and things like that.
And out there's the sign. Kind of stop right here if you can, just a second. Out there's the sign. Pull up a little more, please. I'll tell you when. All right, when. All right, so out there's the sign. So it says Siesta #1 Beach. Here you've got a lot of picnic tables. Now, we got the bright idea of having a picnic there one time. I think every fly in Sarasota County in the Florida West Coast joined us. They got a children's play area over there, but you can see all kinds of picnic tables. I mean,
it's a nice area.
Yeah, it is. I can imagine, like on a cooler day, maybe in October when it's only 88 degrees or so, it might be kind of pleasant, but summertime, it's just honestly hard to be out there having a picnic.
Well, yeah.
All right, so we're going to get back out on the main road here on Ocean Boulevard. All right, so we're continuing to head south on Siesta Key. And remember, I told you earlier that Midnight Pass Road comes back in to Ocean Boulevard. Right here's where that happens. So it becomes Midnight Pass again now. I always like this Harbor Towers up here. Or maybe that's not the one I'm thinking about. It's got all the coconut palms out in the front of it. I think it's this white one here. I always thought that was a really pretty place. Just the way they got the palm trees lining it.
The little waterfall there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Harbor Towers Yacht and Racket Club. Here's the Sarasota Surf and Racket Club. All kinds of rental places down through here. One thing Siesta Key does not have that I'm aware of is an oceanfront dining establishment. I don't know of one on Siesta Key.
Yeah, I don't either.
They have some intracoastal places that we've eaten at. Turtles, Ophelia's on the bay. We've never eaten there. It's pretty uppity. But there's none right on the Gulf that I know of on Siesta Key. Take a left on Stickney Point if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm going to show you both bridges. We're going to exit the key for just a moment. We took you in across the North Bridge. I'm going to show you the only other way off of the key back to the mainland. Like if you want to go eat on the mainland, say, I don't know, Waltz or Philippi Creek where we did today, or just anywhere on the mainland, you'll have to exit the key by one of these two bridges. And up here is the South Bridge. This is Highway 72. Heads east towards Arcadia, but it is also the only other way to get off of Siesta Key by car, and that is called the Stickney Point Road. continue on down. So I want you to notice this pretty mural right here. This has actually been painted since we were here last year. But over here is one of my favorite places to get fishing supplies, and they also have some really nice beach clothing in there, and that's CB Saltwater Outfitters right here. That's a cool place, been going in there a long time. And they've got other things you can do. Can't you rent maybe jet ski?
Jet skis.
You might can even rent a parasailing charter.
I think you can. Boats, sunset tours.
If you're wanting to do anything water related, CB's will fix you up. Some nice colorful buildings over here. Okay, so we just crossed the Stickney Point Bridge. We're going to take the first turnaround. We are now off of Siesta Key onto the mainland, and we're going to go back onto the key and continue south towards Turtle Beach and Midnight Pass area. So back on Midnight Pass Road, we continue south. Over here is Captain Kurt's Oyster Bar. I'm going to say something about both of those. I want you to notice here Public Beach Access 12 right before Seashell Condominium. It's very narrow access. That's how you get to Point of Rocks if you're not staying at one of the resorts out there. So we got the Seacrest Resort here on the right. We've got this little shopping plaza over here on the left. We've got, I'm trying to show a lot of things right here. 7-Eleven. There is still one down here. Unfortunately, there's not one at the north end anymore. We got Lenny's Pizza. Sarah C. Circle, Sea Winds. Can't name all the resorts because there's so many of them. Alright, so now that says Point of Rocks Road, but you cannot access the Point of Rocks from right there unless somebody drops you off.
Yeah, you
that might even be private property.
Well, you could ride a bike down there. I've done that before.
But that, if you want to walk to it and you're not staying at a resort that's in walking distance, Beach Access 12. It's a great place to snorkel if the water's clear. Because of Tropical Storm Debbie, the water is not clear yet. So you kind of get out of the shops and stuff now. You get into more of a residential area.
Just a pretty drive.
Yeah, just a pretty drive. We like just driving down through here and admiring the homes and the palm trees and just the tropical feel this area has. So we're starting to get down close to Turtle Beach now. By the way, Casey Key is the key right below this one. There is no bridge that connects the two. You would have to go back across Stickney Point and go down 41 to access Casey Key. I do want you to be aware of that. But even though they are very close, there's just no bridge that connects them. So right here on the left is Turtles on Sarasota Bay. We ate there last year, did a review there, had a good experience overall there. And right across the street from that is Turtle Beach. Now, if you want a beach that's a slight bit quieter than the main Siesta Key Beach, Turtle Beach is it. The sand is not the same down here as it is up there.
It's a little more coarse.
It's a little more coarse and a little bit darker in color than it is up on the north part of Siesta Key. Stop here at Turtle Beach parking area and just kind of give you a look at what we're talking about. How the sand is just a little bit darker color down here and a little rougher, and the beach is not as wide either. But you'll notice that it's a bit less crowded. And I'm gonna tell you something, folks. I see some changes in this beach just from last year, and I think the storm might have done something. That's what I was just getting ready to point out. We got a palm tree laying right here. But notice the sand here, as opposed to up on the public beach. It's not really white here. It's more of a grayish color. Yeah, look at that. Got a palm tree laying flat right here now. Looking back to the north, you can see the terrace, which is the tall building across from where we stay. And it's several several miles to the north. Try to zoom up on that somewhat. You can almost see where the sand turns white. It's right there. Zoom up on that. Sorry, that was a quick zoom there. You can almost see where the sand starts getting white. And there's the terrace. I want to point out that the water here is usually very beautiful and very clear. It is only murky like this because of the storm here last week. But otherwise, this is a beautiful area with clear water. And very, very nice. You can see underneath the water. Just looking at Turtle Beach here. Okay, so we're leaving Turtle Beach now. We're getting back on Midnight Pass Road. Now I'm going to confess something here. This is as far south on Siesta Key that I remember us ever going.
I think it ends soon because it keeps saying no outlet, no turnaround.
Well, there better be a turnaround.
Well, I mean,
the only reason we're coming down this or farther than this is because there's a webcam. If you ever want to check the conditions here, by the way, public service announcement, you can look at the Siesta Key Beach webcam. That's up by the Patriot Pier, which is just a stone structure with a lot of military flags in it. And then there's also one down here at Midnight Pass. There's actually a webcam. So you can check the conditions of the ocean, like how big the waves are, how clear the water is, or whether it's raining. It was really fun to watch. There's that Ophelia's on the bay. Yeah, that's an uppity place. We've never been there. But you can actually check the weather. I had a lot of fun watching it during the hurricane last week. There was some massive waves out there too. So is this it? Private road ahead. End county maintenance. So you got to figure. I'd like to know where you get out on there with that webcam at. I guess you don't. Well, I guess that's one of these private resorts or homes that has the webcam. So I guess that's it, folks. This is as far down Siesta Key as you can go, and really not, what, a mile or two past Turtle Beach, if that.
Oh, not far at all.
All right, so we'll leave the camera on just a minute longer and see if there's another beach access. Because there is a webcam down here. It must belong to one of these private resorts, though.
Yeah, it's right down by the actual pass itself, isn't it? Like where you go in
I think
to the bay.
I know there's not a lot of beach there. It's just a little wedge of sand.
I was trying to look on the map.
But just look up Midnight Pass webcam and it should come up for you. But it looks like everything down here is either residential or rentals. So that concludes our tour of Siesta Key. That's probably why we never have gone down past Turtle Beach. There wasn't anything to go to. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this driving tour of Siesta Key. Just wanted to point out some of the highlights. One of the most beautiful places in Florida, in our opinion.
Yeah, we love it. We've been coming for so many years because we love it so much.
Yeah. So anyway, thank y'all for watching, and have a blessed day.